I am Dr. Liji Joseph, working as an Associate Professor, Department of Panchakarma, PNBS Ayurveda Medical College, Kanyanad, Kerala. We will discuss about the Vamana Karma, the therapeutic vomiting. It is one among the Panchakarma Chikitsa in Ayurveda. There are 5 purificative therapies are explained by Ayurveda. They are Vamana, Virejana, Basti, Nasya and Rektamokshana. Vamana is the first purificative therapy explained by ancient Acharyas. It is having more importance also. All other purificative therapies are having their own natural route to express the dosha, except for Vamana Karma. In case of Virejana and Basti, anal route is the way for the expression of the dosha. In case of Nasya, nasal route is the way for the expression of the dosha. In case of Rektamokshana, skin is the nearest route to express the vitiated Rekta. But in case of Vamana Karma, there is no such way for the expulsion, a natural way for the expulsion. Here we are preparing the patient for the vomiting or the Vamana Karma. Vamana is not a physiological process, it is a pathological except in case of pregnancy. When we consume the food, there will be peristaltic movement in downward direction. But in Vamana Karma, the medicine which we are giving for the Vamana Karma stimulates the vomiting center and produces an anti-peristaltic movement. This anti-peristaltic movement will be able to remove the contents even from the small intestine in Vamana Karma. Vamana Karma is the main line of treatment for the Kapha dosha. It is not only indicated for the Kapha dosha, it is indicated when Kapha is associated with the Vata and Pitta. When a person wants to do purificative therapy, first he has to undergo Vamana Chikitsa. Because without doing the Vamana, if a person is undergoing for the Virejana Karma, the Kapha which is accumulated in the body mixes with the Virejana Aushadha may cause vomiting, not the Virejana. But here the desired effect of Vamana and Virejana is not obtaining properly. So first person has to undergo the Vamana Karma. Moreover, if a person is undergoing the Virejana Karma without Vamana Karma, the Kapha accumulated in the body may cause decreased digestive power or it affects the Agni of the person. In Ayurveda, the basic concept of the Chikitsa based on the Agni. That means it is essential to protect the Agni. The main causative factor for almost all the disease are the defective in the Agni. So it is very essential to protect the Agni of the person. In Vamana, the Agni of the person is also getting improved. When a person consumes any contaminated food, poisonous substance or any foreign body, there will be some gastric irritation in the abdomen. This stimulates the vomiting center and causes vomiting. In such conditions, we are expecting dehydration, deficiency in the minerals, etc. But in Vamana Karma, we are not expecting such type of complications because we are preparing the patient for the Vamana Karma by doing some pre-operative procedure. The main pre-operative procedures are includes Snehana and Svedana. Snehana means oleation and Svedana means sudation. Snehana is of 2 types, internal and external, and Svedana means the sudation of the whole body. The internal Snehapana means internal intake of Sarpi, Taila, Vasa, Majja, etc. After considering the digestive capacity of the patient, nature of the disease, and the season, a wise physician can advise the Sneha or the medicated Sneha for the purpose of Shodhana. Intake of ghee or oil is widely practicing. Fat is having a property to enter into each and every cells and taken out the waste products from there. Detergent action of the Sneha also helps for the purification. Internal administration of the Sneha has to be finished within 7 days. It should not exceed more than 7 days. By these 7 days, patient has to attain Samya Snigdha Lakshanas. When the person shows the symptoms like proper elimination of the fecal matter, proper digestive capacity, oily skin, etc., then we can stop the Snehapana. External Snehana means massage the body with the oil, and Svedana means sudation. These 2 procedures has to be performed before the Vamana procedure. This also helps for the Vamana. These Snehana and Svedana liquefies the dosha, softens this dosha, then the dosha will come to the koshta very easily. There is a mucosal lining from the mouth till the anus. When we administer the medicine for the Vamana, because of the stimulation of the vomiting center in the central nervous system, there will be increased production of saliva, mucus, and the gastric juice, etc. This increased secretion indirectly helps to clean these organs which are related to the digestive system. Moreover, the mucus secretion acts as a vehicle to expel the dosha or waste product from the body. The medicines like Madanaphala, Jimudaka, etc. are called as Vamaka Drivya. It also stimulates the vomiting center. Milk, sugarcane juice, Yashtimadu Kashaya, etc. will also help for the Vamana procedure indirectly. When a person consumes any type of liquid till he fills his abdomen, he feels vomiting or nausea. This is called as volume-induced vomiting. This method is also indicated in Vamana Karma. This is also explained by the Ajahn. This is called as Agandapana. The drugs which induces the Vamana are having the properties of Ushna, Tishna, Sushma, Vyavayi, Vikasi, etc. That means the potency of the drug will be able to enter into each and every body channels and taken out the waste products from there. The Vamaka drugs are having the properties of Vayu and Akasha Mahabhuta. That means there is a tendency to move upwards, just like a balloon. The diet on the previous day of Vamana is a protein-rich one. This also provokes the vitiated kapha. Vamana expels the mucus from the head also. During the process of Vamana, we can observe that there is profuse discharge from the eyes and the nose. This cleanses the sinuses. During the process of Vamana, there is increased pressure in the lungs. While doing the Vamana Karma, when the person breathes out, the mucus comes out from the alveolar with this force. On the day of Vamana, Vamana Aushadhi is given in early morning, that is Kapha Kala. Different types of recipes are available in different samhitas. Most of the emetic recipes, honey and rock salt should be added in order to facilitate the liquefaction and separation of the kapha. The medicine is thrown out undigested along with the vomited materials. If it is digested, Virajana will occur, that is purgation, instead of Vamana. Appearance of Pitta is a sign of appropriate purification in Vamana Karma. After the purification, the Agni, the power of digestion and metabolism will be decreased. So a controlled and a systematic diet is recommended after the emesis to improve the Agni of the patient. That is called as Peyadi Krama or Samsarjana Krama. This diet includes starting from the thin gruel, thick gruel, vegetable soup, meat soup as per the advice of a physician. In a purified person, the Agni, the power of digestion, grows strong and stable and become capable of digesting all type of food after the Samsarjana Krama. Vamana, the therapeutic vomiting, cleanses the body channels and enhances the functional ability of the organs. Even if a person does not have any sort of this illness and he wishes to keep him healthy and energetic, he can undergo the purificatory therapies like Vamana. Vamana keeps the person healthy and energetic. This helps to restore and regain the health and improves the efficiency of the all systems of the body, just like servicing of a vehicle improves its efficacy. So the Panchakarma Chikitsa, the purificatory therapy, boosts our immune system, which is a need of today's world.